Hey guys, welcome back to this new episode of R&Dgarage, the Fastback series. I want to thank all my new subscribers for subscribing. Turn on those notifications because we are starting up on the Fastback, and you know you guys are going to want to see this. I am super excited about this. This 1967 Fastback was, oh my gosh, it was Dee's daily driver when we first met. We had our first date in this car. This is the car that if he sells, we're getting divorced. You think that's a joke? It's not. It is. Anyway, with this series, we're going to be looking for a lot of participation from you guys. I'm not going to talk so much about it right now, but we're looking for you guys in the industry. We're looking for, basically people using layman's terms. Whatever you guys think that we should do to this car, we're seriously going to consider it. We also want to keep it kind of error correct, at least on the outside. Drivetrain, all that, we're looking for suggestions. Safety features, obviously maybe something a little bit more than just a lap belt to keep us safe. We're looking for suggestions for that. And just, comfort, all that, suspension. We want your input. But don't worry about, doing that right away because like I said, this is a new series and we're going to be talking you guys through and then setting up polls and all that. So anyway, enjoy this episode. Hey guys, so I'm going to give you some details about this car. And this is actually our fifth take because I have a problem saying styled steel wheels. Ooh, not anymore. Okay. So she's a 1967, obviously, Ford Mustang Fastback. Literally my favorite year Mustang for the Fastbacks. So she has a 289 four-barrel. It's a C4 automatic transmission. She's got the deluxe interior, which isn't looking so deluxe right now, but it has that aluminum, what I call the hot button. Now, my Ford Mustang guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about if you also have the deluxe package in your car, because it's the one where you scoot into the seat on a hot summer day only to go, ah, I forgot my beach towel, because you basically just got a branded tramp stamp in the middle of your back from the hot button. So anyway, yeah, moving on. She's also got styled steel wheels, and this is kind of funny. So for this year, the center cap is a bright blue. And so I guess when Dion was remodeling or restoring this car, this was basically one of his first cars when he was like 15 or 16, and thank goodness he's kept it ever since. But anyway, when he was restoring it, he really, really loved the blue of the center cap. And he was like, man, that'd be awesome if I could find a color to actually match that. Because I think originally the car, what was the car, like green? Or, yeah, it was like summertime green or whatever the Ford was calling their green. So he had it sprayed what he would always call 94 Mustang blue. He really liked that blue back in 94. And it turns out the real name for it is actually bright blue. So it's sprayed with bright blue paint. And also another bit of trivia. I know a lot of you guys have been wondering about my tattoo. I'm not going to pull my shorts up right here. But you guys see this rim? It's actually because of this car that I got this rim on my leg. I told Dion when I got my first tattoo, I wasn't going to put his initials on. I'm not going to put anybody's initials on my body. But being a gearhead, I wanted something kind of an ode to our relationship. And so I had my little pinup girl sit on a 67 stylized steel wheel. Yay. Okay, what am I missing? We've got the color, we've got the interior. Oh, okay, so another reason why this car needs such a bad restoration, or needs one badly. When Dee was younger, obviously when he first put the car together, he would use it as his daily, and I believe he used it for maybe about almost 10 years, maybe even longer. And, an old car like this, that's a lot of wear and tear. He would drive the hell out of it. He would also take it to the track constantly. And it's tired, She had a bit of a nap for the last so-and-so years, but we're ready to bring her back from the dead. And I'm really excited that you guys are going to be helping me out on this. So let's start getting our hands dirty, shall we? Okay, guys, 2 more bits of trivia. This is the car I learned to fat arm in. I didn't know what that was before I met Dion. So fat arming achieved. And it's also about 105 degrees right now, and we're in a closed warehouse, and I'm sitting in a car with no AC. This is how much I love you guys. Look what I do for you. And yes, I hear all my Southern boys going, oh, that's nice, dear, try humidity. Which, Yeah, you still got me on that one. Okay, so more about the car. Where do I begin? Okay, so the suspension is basically toast. It's severely tired. The engine has a loss of compression. We've been through so many shift kits with the tranny that's basically toast now as well. If you take a look inside, you'll see the interior is pretty much complete. However, complete as in it's there, but it's not really put together. And you'll see, obviously, the door panel on the other side is gone right now because the window regulator on the passenger side broke. And we're probably going to be, well, I say probably, but we're definitely going to be doing automatic windows on this guy. So I'm excited about that. What else we got going on? The car is basically drivable. Like, it starts up, you could drive it around the block, but as far as going on a cruise or, you know, going to a car show with it, that's just not happening at the moment. So the goal, well, what is it? June? Shoot. Okay, so we may not have it ready for the beginning of summer, but it is a goal to have this done by maybe August or September. I just think that'd be really, really sick. Okay, I'm gonna go tabulate what else needs to be done, give you guys a few more trivia bits, and I really want to work on something today, so I promise you, my hands will be dirty by the end of this video. Okay guys, so first of all, ignore the steering wheel. This is basically on here just so we can push the car around and actually somewhat steer. So, okay, this is an early 1967 model. And what I mean by that is it is basically just one long shaft from the steering wheel to the steering box. And this is super, super unsafe. We're probably going to be switching it out to the 1968 steering column. And you know what? It's so hot in here. Let me jump out. I'm going to go to the toolbox and I'm going to show you exactly why we're going to do that. Okay, so as I showed you, the shaft is still in the car. This, however, is the column out of a 1967. And as you can see, there's like literally no safety procedures whatsoever with this. And if you happen to be in an accident, you might even be impaled, which is not good. So let's not have that happen. Okay, moving on. This is out of a 68, which is what we are most likely going to be going with. You can see right away the difference. You know, obviously they cared a little bit more about us in 1968 than 1967. So in the event of an accident, the accordion part will crush in on itself. It's almost like a hard plastic kind of like heat shrink kind of thing going on, but it works, which is awesome. And you can also see the shaft, which I can't show you the 1967 shaft because it's still in the car. When we pull it out, I'll show you. But you can see this is in two pieces, which is even more of a safety procedure. So I'm not going to do it because it'd be bad to do it right now. But if you were to press really hard, this obviously slides into that. So, and again, it's more protection. So this is good. And I can't wait until I'm safer in that car because I don't want to be impaled while I'm driving it because I love that car. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so why are we talking about all these steering problems, columns, shafts, that kind of thing? Well, the gearbox on that is literally the one thing that we've never touched on the car. Never been modified, never taken it out, which means it's pretty much dead. It's the kind of thing where when we would take the car out on the freeway, I call it school busing because you're basically turning the steering wheel, you know, a lot, but you keep going straight, which means it's not good. It's dead. It's time to replace. So the thing that we're kind of excited about is they've now come out with a power gearbox, which works with the 1968 shaft and column. So this is probably the direction we're heading there. Just something that's a little bit safer, a lot safer than this guy right here. And it'll still be modified, but it'll be like, I want to call it retro modified, if that's kind of a thing, where it's still old school, but again, it's safer. Okay guys, so now's your chance. I need your participation. I'd love you to answer a couple of questions either on Facebook, comments below, Instagram, something. Reason why we're talking about all the steering stuff for you is because we recently found out that Borgeson has come out with a power gearbox. And the thing we hear about them, as fantastic as they seem to be, it's the kind of thing where if you're turning, you know, normally we're used to the steering wheel snapping back, and apparently that doesn't happen with that. So what do you guys think? What have you gone through on your car, or what have you bought for your car that seems to work? I would love, love, love to get your opinions. Actually, not just love, I need your opinions. We haven't worked on this beast in so long that we're a little, what should we do? So anyway, yes, please help us out. Okay guys, let's talk window regulators. So as I said before, this one is completely broken. So it gave us a chance to actually order these new relics. This is so funny, I say new relics, but it's like NU relics. And this is actually super cool. So made in the USA, woohoo! Basically it goes right here and it works while still looking retro. It kind of in layman's terms here, it fits just like this. And then when you push down, the window goes down, push up, window goes up. So I'm kind of excited to get these in here. What's also really cool is I'm glad that it uses the old hardware, because I mean, no offense to anybody out there that loves those 70s era cars, but the big lever, you know, to go up and to go down, to me is just, would not suit this car whatsoever. So I'm really excited to get these in. And so that's probably one of the things we're going to start with, just because it's already, you know, broken down, so we can kind of pop this in, see what happens. I almost forgot to add another bonus of having finally automatic windows in here. You guys with retro cars with roll-up windows, you know what I'm talking about. Gonna miss working on my muscles, but no, I'm not gonna miss it that much. Okay, and here's another hint. Basically, while all this is broken down, it's good to go back and replace a whole lot of like the hardware. Like the door handles, you know, they're kind of toast right now. It's good to replace that. It's good to replace maybe some of the hardware also in here. Anything that maybe is gotten a little rusted out, doesn't look as nice. It's just, it's kind of like, you know, doing a clutch and not doing the pilot bearing. Like, you know, as long as you're in there, you might as well just kind of fix everything up and make her pretty again. So that's where we're at. Okay guys, I'm not gonna be working on cars today. It's just too darn hot, and so we're gonna get out of here. But I wanted to film one last segment, and that's on interior. So, okay, these are, you know, as I said before, deluxe interior. Love the look of these buckets, but again, they're just not safe in today's world. You can see they don't have locking backs, which means if you have to stop suddenly, you go forward, the seat goes forward with you. Not good. What we're looking at is basically by Pro Cars, they make kind of a non-obtrusive bucket seat that maybe still looks a little retro, but it's reinforced, they're comfortable. These have been in the car so long, and oh my gosh, they're like coming apart, but they're like really, really flat. And so for long drives, they're, again, not comfortable. So with the Pro Car seats, they are super comfortable, they're safer, and it's just, yeah. Sorry, it's hot, so I don't know how to close that one out. Let's just go with safety. Safety is the word of the day. But at any rate, you guys, thank you so much for watching this Mustang video. Like I said, I'm super excited to have your guys' participation. You already got your first homework assignment. Again, I want to thank all my new subscribers. I want to thank you guys who've been there since the beginning. I'm super stoked to be starting this new Mustang series, and I think you guys are going to like it as well. And we're going to leave it at that. Okay, guys, I'm going to go home, drink some lemonade, relax, and we'll be back in the shop tomorrow with more. Have a great night.